Good day, I am Ferdinand James S. Bolalin and my group mates are Miss Gina Abando and Ayla Maris de Ramos. Today, we will be discussing the National Electrical Code 2017 edition. Throughout the discussion, we will identify what is National Electrical Code is, its history and development, and some of the electrical standards and practices from chapters 1 to 9. Sit back and relax as I will now start my discussion. Again, good day. What is NEC 2017? The National Electrical Code NEC or NFPA 70 is a regionally adaptable standard for the safe installation of electrical wiring and equipment in the United States. Sinasabi nga dito na ang National Electrical Code ay isang National Fire Code Series na pinablish ng National Fire Protection Association, in short, NFPA. Ang National Fire Protection Association ay isa siyang private trade association. Despite sa paggamit ng term ng national sa National Electrical Code, hindi siya totally federal law. Typical siyang ina-adapt sa mga states and municipalities in an effort to standardize the enforcement of safe electrical practices. Also, ine-emphasize din ng NEC 2017 ang safety and reliability nito, hindi lamang sa electrical installation, kundi sa mga equipment and mga electrical practitioners na gumagamit nito. This edition of NFPA 70 was approved as an American national standard on August 24, 2016. Sinasabi dito na na-approve siya noong August 24, 2016 bilang American National Standard. History and Development. The National Fire Code Association has acted as a sponsor of the National Electrical Code since 1911. The original code document was developed in 1897 as a result of the united efforts of various insurance, electrical, architectural, and allied interests. Ang NFPA ay nagsimulang pondohan ang National Electrical Code since 1911 through the various efforts of various insurance, electrical, architectural, and allied interests. Ang original code document ay na-develop noong 1897. This 54th edition supersedes all other previous editions, supplements, and printings dated 1897, 1899, 1901, 1903, and so on. Ang ibig sabihin ng supersedes is to take place ng mga previous editions and palitan ng bagong or latest edition. Currently, ang pinaka-latest na NEC ay yung 2020 edition, which is siya na yung 55th edition ng NEC. The NEC is revised every 3 years using public input, commentary, and technical sessions. Ang NEC daw ay nire-revise siya every 3 years na ginagamit yung public input, commentary, and technical sessions. Ang next na magiging edition, which is yung magiging 56th edition, ay yung NEC 2023. It consists of 9 chapters in contrast to 10 chapters that the Philippine Electrical Code have. So, ang NEC is binubuo siya ng 9 chapters. Namely, for Chapter 1, General. Chapter 2, Wiring and Protection. Chapter 3, Wiring Methods and Materials. Chapter 4, Equipment for General Use. Chapter 5, Special Occupancies. Chapter 6, Special Equipment. Chapter 7, Special Conditions. Chapter 8, Communications Systems. And Chapter 9 is Tables. Ang nawawala lang na meron ang PEC ay yung kanyang Chapter 9, which is yung watercrafts. Lastly, this code is purely advisory as far as the NFPA is concerned. It is made available for a wide variety of both public and private uses in the interest of life and property protection. These include both use in law and for regulatory purposes, and use in private self-regulation and standardization activities, such as insurance underwriting, building and facilities construction and management, and product testing and certification. Electrical Standards and Practices, Chapters 1 to 3. General Requirements, voltages 110.4 from Chapter 1. 110.4 voltages. Throughout this code, the voltage considered shall be that at which the circuit operates. The voltage rating of electrical equipment shall not be less than the nominal voltage of a circuit to which it is connected. Sinasabi dito na as defined in Article 100, nominal voltage is a nominal value assigned to a circuit or system for the purpose of conveniently designing its voltage class. For example, 120 per 240 volts, 480Y per 277 volts, and 600 volts. In accordance sa first informational note under ng definition, yung actual voltage at which a circuit operates ay nagbabari or pwedeng magbari from the nominal within a range that permits satisfactory operation ng equipment. Example natin yan, a 10 horsepower 3-phase motor na magsusupply from a 3-phase 208Y per 120 volts system. Itong motor na ito ay designed to operate at the nominal voltage of either 208, 230, or 460 volts. Since na yung motor ay i-connect siya or connected to a 208 volt supply, yung actual voltage could be a little less or mas mataas pa sa 208. Regardless sa ganun, yung nominal voltage is 208Y per 120 volt. Branch circuit voltage limitations 210.6 from Chapter 2. Letter C, 277 volts to ground. Circuits exceeding 120 volts nominal between conductors and not exceeding 277 volts nominal to ground shall be permitted to supply the following. Sinasabi dito na circuits na nag-i-exceed ng 120 volts nominal between conductors and 277 volts not exceeding yan nominal to ground shall be permitted or pinapayagan niya yung mga following supply. Number 1, listed electric discharge or listed light emitting diode type luminaires. Listed incandescent luminaires were supplied at 120 volts or less from the output of a step-down transformer that is an integral component of the luminaire and the outer shell terminal is electrically connected to a grounded conductor of the branch circuit. Number 3, luminaires equipped with mogul-based crucial lamp holders. Number 4, lamp holders other than is crucial type applied within their voltage ratings. And number 5, auxiliary equipment of electric discharge lamps. Informational note, see 410.137 for auxiliary equipment limitations. Circuit breakers, application 240.85 from chapter 2. 240.85 applications. A circuit breaker with a straight voltage rating such as 240 volts or 480 volts shall be permitted to be applied in a circuit in which the nominal voltage between any two conductors does not exceed the circuit breaker's voltage rating. A two-pole circuit breaker shall not be used for protecting a three-phase corner grounded delta circuit unless the circuit breaker is marked one phase to three phase to indicate such suitability. A circuit breaker with a slash rating such as 120 per 240 volts or 480Y per 277 volts shall be permitted to be applied in a solidly grounded circuit where the nominal voltage of any conductor to ground does not exceed the lower of the two values of the circuit breaker's voltage rating, and the nominal voltage between any two conductors does not exceed the higher value of the circuit breaker's voltage rating. Sinasabi nga dito na yung common 2P breaker used in residential is 120 per 240 volts. The lower rating, 120 volts, is the max voltage L-N or L-G. The higher rating, 240 volts, is max voltage L-L. Yung 2P, 120 per 240 volts slash rated breakers are pwede siyang gamitin sa 120 per 240, 120 per 208, and 208Y per 120 systems. Ang 3P daw na 120 per 240 volts breaker ay pwede siyang gamitin sa 208Y per 120, sa 120 per 208 volts, and 208Y per 120 volt systems. Yung L-L voltage 208 is less the max rating, which is yung 240 of the slash rated breakers. Namomroblema lang tayo kapag when installing or nag-install tayo ng 120 per 208 volt slash rated breakers sa high leg deltas tsaka sa corner grounded deltas. Simulan natin sa high leg delta, which is commonly written siya as 240 per 120 or 240D per 120. Kapag meron kang or nakuha mo yung 240 L-L between any two phases and 120 volts L-NG using A or C phase as L, may magkakaroon ka ng 208 volts L-NG using B phase as L. 208 volts L-N exceeds the lower value ng 120 per 240 rated breaker. Ginagamit natin ang 240 volts, 2P and 3P straight rated breakers sa mga ganitong system. Technically speaking, pwede kang gumamit ng 2P slash rated breaker kung nasa A and C only. No SP breakers are installed sa B phase. Pwede lang siya sa A and C. Ang corner grounded deltas are all 240 volt loads using 2P and 3P breakers. Walang 120 volts sa ganitong system. So, lahat ng breakers are 240 volts straight rated. Pinapakita sa part na to na yung 2Ps are special siya for 3 amps para sa system na ito. Informational note: proper application of molded case circuit breakers on 3-phase systems other than solidly grounded Y, particularly on corner grounded delta systems, considers the circuit breaker's individual pole interrupting capability. Cabinets installed in walls 312.3 from chapter 3. 312.3 Position in wall. In walls of concrete, tile, or other non-combustible material, cabinets shall be installed so that the front edge of the cabinet is not set back of the finished surface more than 6 mm or 1/4 inches. In walls constructed of wood or other combustible material, cabinets shall be flush with the finished surface or project therefrom. That's all. Thank you for listening my discussion. The next succeeding chapters will be discussed by Miss Abando and Miss De Ramos.